6-0 on the year. Drennan Mayhew, the junior, set to kick things off. The deep man is Jalen Adams for the Tigers. Kickoff brought to you by McDonald's, and we are underway here on Friday Night Rivals as that one is fielded at the 35-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
So excellent starting field position for the Tigers. Justin Brown fielding the fair catch. The tenacious Tigers of Minor High School working officially from their own 34-yard line. Ja'Cory Jackson is the quarterback. He's got plenty of time, and now he's going to tuck it and try to run, and he'll get brought down.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Just shy
Number 11.
of the original line of scrimmage, so a loss of a half yard on the play. I believe that you had DJ Dale, number 44, on the stop there. If not, it will be soon, Tyler. He is a young man whose name we'll call quite a bit tonight. They swing it out on 2nd and 11 and complete it to Jalen Adams. So 3rd and long, not a situation the Tigers are accustomed to, but not one they're afraid of either.
Absolutely, and Clay Chalkville would love nothing more than for Minor just to throw the ball around the line of scrimmage, thinking that they can use that speed to get downfield. Clay would love to keep everything in front if possible.
Jackson looking, swings it out, and fighting for the yardage needed for a first down. Delonte Evans, that's a heck of a play by number 1 there for the Tigers. They weren't afraid to throw it shy of the sticks, Tyler, with his size and strength, able to muscle his way for the first down.
Now, this is only about a 5 or 6 yard little hitch route here, but you see the yards after contact is made. Just too much power, as you mentioned.
First down brought to you by AlabamaVotes.gov, but going down at the 40-yard line for another first down loss on the play will be the quarterback, Jackson. Heck of a stop there by a host of guys in Clay Chalkville jerseys, including Kendall Smith.
Yeah, another instance where it's supposed to be a throw and catch, or a catch and throw, and instead you saw all the coverage down the field. They wanted to hit the short routes. They weren't open. That allowed the defensive line to be able to get in there and make the sack.
Again, operating from the gun on 2nd and now 14. Jackson across the middle. He's got a man. Catch is made and running room afterwards by Adams. He'll work his way out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 40-yard line. And our first downs this half are brought to you by AlabamaVotes.gov, the state of Alabama's official election center. Go to AlabamaVotes.gov or download the Vote for Alabama app.
And this is kind of the danger. These receivers are able to get into space, that's when they do their damage.
They'll run it to the left side.
Number 5 on the carry.
That is Gowdy working his way across the mark, close to a first down. Yule Gowdy, check that, I'm sorry, excuse me, number 5, Jeffrey Lee, not number 6, on the carry, and he will move the chains again. Another AlabamaVotes.gov first down. They'll go fast, and the run-pass option has Jackson keeping it himself and working his way up near the 20-yard line.
Nothing there. He pulls it down and picks up 8. And that's the threat of this style of offense. Already we've seen the deep pass, the crossing route, the quick hitters, the run zone to the outside, and then once again the run-pass option. Awfully difficult to defend this offense.
2nd and about 4. As Jackson will get to the line of scrimmage and then look to the sidelines for the play call.
Jackson takes the snap.
Bobbled the snap initially and then swings it out. Catch is made, and again, working his way, but he's going to be spotted out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That's a nice grab and run, but the bobble threw the timing off just a little bit, Tyler.
Yeah, it did, but he was still able to pick up good yardage on the play. And to this point, Clay Chalkville taking a gamble. They realize the speed of this Minor offensive unit. No safety in the middle of the field. They're pressing everybody man coverage, trying to keep plays in front of them. Almost daring Minor to throw the ball deep.
McDonald's, a proud sponsor of Friday Night Rivals in the red zone. Get a free triple cheeseburger with a purchase of a large fry when you download the McDonald's app. Download the McDonald's app for new weekly offers. The pass completed again near the first down before being ridden down. That's Delonte Evans, who is tackled, but again, moving the sticks and doing it at a very rapid rate.
The ball will be on the 5-yard line.
Awfully impressed with Jackson to this point, how accurate he has been and giving his receivers opportunities to run with the ball after the catch.
On the handoff, stretching inside the 5 down to about the 3 is Adams. So it'll be second and goal from there.
On the tackle for the Cougars, Kendall Smith.
This is exactly the start that George Bates and the Tigers were hoping for. Now trying to finish off the initial drive of the night. Team averaging better than 52 points per game. And it's easy to see why, but movement on the line, and that'll be procedure to back them up 5 yards. Our first penalty of the night. Would you have a dozen at this point in the game last week, from what I understand?
It was pretty rough.
Ball will be spotted at the 8-yard line. Second and 8.
Heck of a start for Ja'Cory Jackson. 5 of 5, 53 yards so far. With a man in motion, Jackson looking, fade pass, corner of the end zone, but he ran out of real estate there. He was trying to connect with Evans.
There you see the mismatch. That's a matchup that Miner will love all night long. Having Evans going up against number 16 Thayas for Clay Chalkville.
21 Dominic Ellis, the single setback by Jackson working for the pistol formation. He'll swing it out near side. Charleston looking for the goal line. He's going to be just shy of the mark. But it'll be 4th and goal from there. And if they do anything other than go for it, Tyler, I'll be shocked.
Well, I think anything around the 5-yard line, they probably would have gone for it on 4th down anyhow. But this is just a nice play call here. Give your quarterback the option to run or throw it out in the flat.
They go with a wildcat look right here on the direct snap and into the end zone for the touchdown, Jalen Adams. Touchdown brought to you by Vulcan Materials.
Number 2, Jalen Adams.
You know, and because of how quickly the ball is snapped, it's tough for Clay Chalkville to make any adjustments on the defensive side. Great blocking downfield, though. Well, you saw that. Just moving guys around physically. So many spread teams get categorized as finesse and soft, but to this point, Miner has been very physical up front and at the wide receiver positions.
Coach George Bates, Tenacious Tigers, they're going to go for 2. Why not? The direct snap to Jalen Adams. Tell you what, that's a lot of trust and confidence in your offense to go with a different look from what has been working. They'll go back with the same look again to Adams. They'll go on the reverse this time to Charleston, trying to win the race to the corner, and he does. The 2-point conversion is good. And just like that, DeAndre Charleston makes it an 8-0 Miner Tiger lead. Well, every bit as fast and every bit as good as advertised as we look at the scoring plays again.
Awfully impressive there on their first drive, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Adams. Little razzle-dazzle here on the 2-point. Why not? Clay Chalkville actually played it well, but just too much speed, as you mentioned, that time for Charleston, able to get to the edge.
Derek Dean thought that he was going to be able to wrap him up, but he ran right through the tackle. Here's your Central Alabama Honda Dealers scoring drive recap. 11 plays, 65 yards in just over 4 minutes. Time off the clock as they mix the run in a little bit, Tyler, with a pass. Able to see both in the game there for the Tigers.
And just enough run to keep everybody honest, keep those defensive linemen from pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. Got to mix it up and be a little balanced.
Cool, calm, and collected, Coach George Bates and his Miner Tenacious Tigers. They were, however, called for a dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the touchdown. And that, by rule, is enforced on the kickoff. So Clay Chalkville should have excellent starting field position. Jalen Mack, number 12, Drew Heller, number 13, you see there. are the deep men, and Jalen Adams will handle the kickoff. It's a McDonald's kickoff, and it'll be a short one that will be fielded on the run and getting across the 45 to the 47-yard line. As on the return there for the Cougars was Terrell Cole. So our first opportunity to see Willie Miller at quarterback. Tyrell Pigram, Piggy T as they called him at Clay Chalkville, now not just in uniform for, but playing for the Maryland Terrapins. They have got a really nice package of plays that they use him in Big Ten play. And he's been very effective, but they have missed him at Clay Chalkville, a young team trying to grow, but the speed, and you see the quickness, too, of the Minor defense responding very, very quickly.
Yeah, watch number 56, Marquez Leonard right here. Come up, disrupt the play, or allows everyone else to come in and make the tackle for a loss. Got to stay ahead of the chains against this Minor defensive unit.
It's a loss of 3.5 or 4. Miller working from the gun, trying to set up the screen. That one's deflected, and it was almost picked off.
And a challenge all night long is going to be the play of this offensive line. Are they quick enough with their footwork to be able to block the front four for Minor? You saw right there, you opening up the floodgates, but even at that, well defended by the Minor Tigers.
So 3rd and long, tough spot for Coach Jerry Hood and the Clay Chalkville Cougars. Miller, plenty of time, looking deep. He's got a man, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. He tried to connect with the man who fielded the kickoff, Cole. And Tyler, I couldn't tell if it got deflected at the last moment or if it just was a distraction for him with the hands coming across, but he almost connected on the big throw.
Yeah, you'll see here the safety for Minor comes up, has a chance for the pickoff. Thought that was Josh McIntosh. Unable to come up with it, but just a missed opportunity for Clay Chalkville to move the chains and hold on to the football. And those were the things we were talking about, efficiency with every possession.
Throw was on the money, couldn't quite connect. The punt, not the best effort from Mayhew.
Rolls dead about the 30-yard line.
As that one will roll dead around the 30-yard line. So Minor with an 8-0 lead in the ball when we come back. A fast start for the tenacious Tigers. Clay Chalkville looking for a stop when we come back. Coach Jerry Hood's Clay Chalkville Cougars on the wrong end of an 8-0 score. Minor taking the initial drive of the night, marching it right down the field, converting on a 2-point conversion, and then coming up, forcing a 3-and-out. Tyler Watts, heck of a start for George Bates' team.
Yeah, it was. They were fast but under control, and I think that's what was most impressive. Burned all about 4.5 minutes on the opening drive.
Nowhere to go on first down, or they blow it dead.
Yeah, forward progress had stopped.
Tackled by number 91, Kerpoy. Loss of 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, we always
Ball
talk
back
about
at the 29-yard line, second and
getting
11.
ahead of the sticks. I'm not sure they've had better than 50% positive plays on first down so far. It had exactly affected them, has it?
No, they've been able to overcome it on second, and it's all in the quick passing game.
And it is incomplete.
First time they've really stretched the field that way. Tyler trying to connect on the deep ball with DeAndre Charleston. Scored on a 2-point conversion
Third down.
earlier, but beyond his reach right there. So a 3rd and 11 now.
And I think defensively for Clay, this is a struggle. You feel that your best chance of winning against the passing game is to force them to throw the ball deep. However, you come up and press them, there's so much separation because of the speed. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw for it to be a completion, and not only a completion, but a touchdown.
Ja'Cory Jackson with pressure coming. Able to elude the initial rush, and then he is going to be stacked up and brought down at the 30-yard line. So Clay Chalkville gets exactly what they needed, Tyler, forcing a 3-and-out, something that hadn't happened a whole lot to a minor squad averaging better than 50 points a game.
Yeah, this is an adjustment Minor can come back to later. A center safety in the field had Jalen Adams, I thought, on the little post route, but decided not to throw that ball, pull it down, try to run for it. And a great job by the Cougars there on the defensive side.
Delonte Evans in punt formation. Clay Chalkville, though, very late to send somebody back. That's because, Tyler, this is a team that's not afraid to go for it on 4th down. But they are going to kick it away. And a fair catch called for. That's a nice punt on the part of Evans, and a good job on the fair catch by Jalen Mack. 39 yards. You can live with that.
Oh, absolutely. Field position once again. Get your fast defense back on the field and hope for another 3-and-out. Nothing worked on that first possession. Be interesting to see what Clay Chalkville draws up here. They need to stay out on the field.
Willie Miller, the sophomore quarterback, with Nick Jones in motion to join him there in the backfield. Play action to him, looking deep, trying to connect, and just beyond the reach of Nico Collins. We haven't talked about him yet, Tyler, but he is one of the top receiving prospects in the country at 6'5", 195.
You know, and this is a matchup that he has to win. You just have to throw a catchable ball to Nico Collins, who is so much taller than any of the defenders on the Minor sideline. And if Minor continues to give Clay Chalkville this look of just one-on-one coverage against Yule Gowdy, Clay Chalkville has got to throw that every other play.
5'9", 160 is Gowdy, but held his own in the last one. They'll swing it out to the right side and complete that one to Roderick McLeod, a junior wideout, making the catch. It'll be 3rd and about 3.5 or 4 right here. Well, they got the one-on-one they're looking for with Collins to the near side.
They split out too wide. It's not going to him.
Boy, they go on the delay give.
Handed off to number 5.
And Minor was very close to getting in the neutral zone, but instead able to hold the water and get the stop and force a loss on the play, and the Cougars going to have to punt it again.
Well, there's just more than the offensive line can block. They call the run blitz there. They're in a win-win situation unless you hit them with a quick hitter on slant routes right behind it.
Heads up on the part of number 25, Deontay Moore. You saw him creeping into the picture, but he did not get into the neutral zone. But he was ready to go. Here's Mayhew on the punt for the second time, a 27-yarder. This one much, much better, as this one will hit and take a Clay Chalkville roll inside the 15-yard line. They'll spot it down at the 14, so the Tigers will have it for the 3rd time when we come back to Adamsville. Great to have you with us on My 68. Gorgeous night in Adamsville, Alabama. On the campus of Minor High School, the tenacious Tigers an 8-0 lead over Clay Chalkville as we welcome you back to the UA Early College Friday Night Rivals matchup presented by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I'm Chris Stewart along with Tyler Watts, and we welcome back in the third member of our crew, Doug Greengard.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. You know, we cannot have Friday Night Rivals without our proud sponsors, UA Early College. Of course, this is Wendy Hoggle. She is an academic advisor with UA Early College, and first and foremost, great to have you folks as a sponsor, and I know it's exciting for you to be part of it.
Absolutely, and thank you for having us. This is an amazing game.
Tell us a little bit about UA Early College. You know, we've talked about it throughout the season. This is an exciting opportunity for students, high school students, to get a jump start on college.
That is correct. UA Early College provides high school students the opportunity to start earning college credit by taking classes online with the University of Alabama. We offer over 80 classes online as well as on campus.
And they've got an opportunity right now to jump on board, don't they?
Absolutely. We have an upcoming deadline of October the 31st, which will make them eligible for the upcoming November 15th or 17th UAEC 200 course, and then they can start taking classes with us starting in the spring semester.
And so spring semester, man, that's right around the corner. And so they need to just, what, jump online right now or call you folks? How do they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. You can go to our website, which is uaearlycollege.ua.edu, or give us a call. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Our phone number is 205-348-7083.
Wendy Hoggle, thanks so much for you and UA Early College. Gentlemen, back upstairs to you.
Thanks so much, Doug. Jakuri Jackson, the quarterback, swinging it out to DeAndre Charleston, and third and a couple now for the fifth-ranked and undefeated Minor Tenacious Tigers, very close to the first down. If they don't have the mark, it's actually in that range, Tyler, where George Bates is not afraid to roll the dice.
Wow, this is going to be extremely close to a first down. I'm not sure he got it, though.
They haven't given the signal just yet.
There he is.
Now they do. You're exactly right. Again, AlabamaVotes.gov presents our first downs here in the first half of action. Jackson looking across the middle, wide open on the play. Alvin Means breaks one tackle, breaks another, inside the 5 and into the end zone for a Minor touchdown. Alvin Means, number 23, on the receiving end of that grab, and he is able to get into the end zone for a Vulcan Materials Company touchdown.
Well, so many times we've seen that run-pass option to either side. Here they just pull up and throw the backside post because there's no safety in the middle of the field. Clay Chalkville's so concerned about the speed of this receiving cord and that little play on the run option pass. They're flying up there trying to take away that 5-yard gainer, and it cost him a touchdown.
67 yards and 6 points. Jackson on the handoff, and they will not convert as progress was stopped and then some. With the success of the 2-point conversion earlier, still a 14-0 advantage for the Tigers. Here's the scoring play again.
Just a nice throw right there. A lot of room, a lot of separation. After catch is what's so amazing. Makes 1, 2, 3, almost 4 guys miss before he's finally taken down in the end zone. Once again, who do you stop? They all got great speed. Who do you focus on? You can't.
First time we've called Means' name, but he's got the biggest gainer of the night. And a handshake from the head coach, George Bates. His job well done. A Central Alabama Honda dealer's scoring drive recap took just 4 plays. They covered 86 yards and took less than a minute to do it. And the Tigers, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf made it famous years ago as a song, but it applies here. 3 drives, 2 touchdowns. So.
And now if you're Clay Chalkville, this is a spot you did not want to be in. You've had 2 possessions, 3 and out on both of them. Can't afford to get down multiple possessions to this Minor football team. They're just so explosive. You got to think they're going to continue to score on you all night long.
So a tough spot for the Tigers, and your quarterback, Willie Miller, you see. Only 1 play of total offense for the Cougars, 156. 1 yard of total offense, excuse me, for for the Cougars prior to that big game, but obviously those numbers changing on a big pickup. That is Quentin Young, an 11th grader, who picks up the first AlabamaVotes.gov first down for Jerry Hood's team. Miller on a handoff. Carrier again, Young. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards right there. And Clay Chalkville's going to work from the line of scrimmage, Tyler. But they're going to take their time. They're going to get a little deeper into the snap count, the play clock, before they go ahead and get things going. Slow things down just a bit.
Slow them down, also see what the defense is giving them and make those adjustments coming in from the sideline. That's kind of the way football's played now. And it's really, really smart. Put less on your quarterback, more on the coaches. Never run a bad play.
2nd and 7. Again, the handoff. And again, a little bit of running room, but only a yard on that one. Forward, it'll be 3rd.
Did good just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Pressure coming from both edges. Completely unblocked. Interesting to see if Clay Chalkville and Miller pulls the ball out. Should those outside linebackers squeeze and not respect him pulling it.
They roll to the right side, pressure coming. Miller, a tough throw and a great effort across the way, but it falls incomplete. Laying out, doing all he could was Cole. That was a tough throw under heavy duress.
Yeah, you like to have a little bit more time rolling out, but once again, when they're bringing pressure off of the edge, there's nothing you can really do. Not a bad throw, not a bad effort on the catch, just not enough time for the play to develop.
Mayhew with the end-over-end kick that again is going to take a Clay Chalkville roll. Tell you what, that was awfully tempting for the tenacious Tigers. Yule Gowdy, number 6, he got a lot closer to it than George Bates would have liked to have seen. Either pick it up or don't. But when you decide you're not going to, get the heck away from it. Gowdy almost making a mistake, but the failure to pick up the football a little earlier, Tyler, cost him about 10 yards.
Yeah, it did the previous punt as well. Hadn't really mattered. Now ball on ground, though.
Bobbled snap there. Jackson was very fortunate to have that one pop right back in his hands.
You know, that's probably the most productive play Miners had on first down all night long. Didn't result in a loss. Yeah, didn't result in a loss. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That's a positive play for them on first down.
Everything after that's been pretty good, though. Again, they have scored on 2 of their 3 drives thus far. The other was a 3-and-out. Jackson looking deep. He's got plenty of time. He's got a man. He's got a foot race, and you can absolutely forget it. Jalen Adams, vapor, going to the house. There you go, Mike Rada. 84 yards on the connection. Another Vulcan Materials Company touchdown for the tenacious Tigers.
Yeah, I originally thought Jackson should have thrown it out to the flat right here, but was very patient. His offensive line did a great job of providing protection. And there you see that separation. I wish we had a wider angle just to see and appreciate exactly how fast he was running right there.
We'll get a look at it after the 2-point conversion attempt. Here's Adams catching his breath. He will flip it to Charleston, who's trying to buy a little time. I think initially wanted to throw it, but there was nobody open, and so it will be another denied 2-point conversion attempt. It's 20-0, but look at the touchdown play again.
Yeah, watch Adams right here after he catches the ball, and I'm going to probably just fade out and let you appreciate this. Not a bad angle either by Jalen Mack. He was digging, folks.
They say it's 4.3 speed. Nobody's going to argue with him based on what we saw, and that was indeed slowed down. Jalen Adams, the senior, 5'10", 172, and he can motor. Well, so far, this is exactly what you would expect to see from a team that's averaging 52 points a game.
Explosive, great protection up front, and that's kind of key right now because some of these plays are slower in developing, and they're doing it in essence, from 5 yards deep in the backfield. So great protection up front, not allowing that pressure to get to Jackson and allowing him to take advantage of these one-on-one coverages downfield.
Jerry Hood in a rare spot. His team down 20-0. They are 6-2 on the year. Their losses coming at Pinson Valley in double overtime. And then a couple of weeks later against another top 10 team in James Clemens in 7A. But it has been a while since a Clay Chalkville team has been in a spot like this, Tyler, against another 6A program. That's just how good Minor is this season.
Yeah. Just so much speed, and that's the one thing. Schematically, it doesn't matter what you do. When your opponent is just faster than you, it kind of takes any advantage you have away.
Miller on the handoff. Nice job of making the initial man miss for Nick Jones.
on the carry. Number 29.
Good kick out block right there by Clay Chalkville, pulling the backside guard. That's a good pickup. Now, what are they able to do on second down, though? They have not gotten a first down here in the first quarter of play.
They run the reverse to Collins, and he's got a lot of room. Collins looking for a block, and he'll be forced out of bounds inside the 30. It's a great way to end the quarter for Clay Chalkville, but everything prior to that has been going the way of George Bates' team. The Minor Tenacious Tigers, ranked 5th in the state in Class 6A, looking awfully good. 20-0 after a quarter of play here in Adamsville. $20-0 Minor as we get set to begin the second quarter of action here in our UA Early College Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts with you as you look at the 6A Region 6 standings. Minor with a victory and an excellent spot to claim the region crown. Clay Chalkville virtually assured of no worse than a share of the region title for a 5th consecutive year on the field if they could somehow rally, but they've got work to do, down 20-0. A big play prior to the end of the first quarter, though, on the reverse run to Nico Collins, but the big stop made right there from Austin Hampton.
Yeah, and once again, Marquez Leonard on the front side disrupting the play, slowing everything down. And he has been very crucial for this Tenacious Tiger defense of getting in the backfield and disrupting things.
Willie Miller, the quarterback, operating again from the gun. Plenty of time. Swings it out across the way. Catch made by McLeod. Trying to make a man miss and get near that first down mark. It'll be 3rd and short from there. And a good drive, but Tyler, you got to think with any type of positive yardage.
Nice arm strength there by Miller, throwing it out there in the flat. That's a long throw. He looked downfield patiently, had great protection, took the underneath route, and then as you saw, McLeod able to make a guy miss and get close to a first down. Yeah, I think right here, Chris, you're looking at 4-down territory unless you take a big loss.
3rd and 3. They run it up the gut, and that is not going to be enough for the first down, but it is definitely close enough that you have to go for it if you're Jerry Hood. They're 0 for 4 now on 3rd downs tonight. This is their first attempt at converting on 4th down, though.
And Quentin Young shaking up on the play as well. You saw the rest of his teammates motioning over, get somebody in here. That potentially could be a big loss for the Cougars.
Young's a big part of their offense, and without him, Tony Gurley, who's been in the game, now is the single set back behind Miller, the quarterback. They will give it to him, and the big fella able to rumble his way well inside the McDonald's red zone.
Good push.
And also getting another AlabamaVotes.gov first down.
Yeah, big push that time by the offensive front for Clay Chalkville, and did not allow, the play happened so quick, it didn't allow that edge pressure to get into the backfield and make the tackle for a loss.
So working from the 16, Jerry Hood's Cougars trying to fight back in this one. With a man in motion, Miller keeps it himself. A lot of room to the left side, and that is a great touchdown-saving tackle on the part of Yul Gowdy. If he doesn't make the stop, Tyler, he is gone.
Yeah, able to fight off the block that time from Nico Collins. And you're right. He is all alone on the backside. Miller pulls it down, and you saw him just sneak inside and get inside leverage. That's kind of a risky thing to do, because if Miller's able to get to outside, it's an easy score.
Well, Collins could have held his block. That is an easy touchdown. Instead, they'll swing it out of the next play to Jones, and he'll work his way inside the 10. That's going to be close, but shy of the first down mark, I believe. 3rd and about a foot and a half.
Ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line.
So as they put it down right at the 7, it'll be 3rd and a full yard. Number 42, Curtis Blakely in the game. Offset to the right side, and they may not need to snap it in order to get the first down, but they call timeout first. Boy, that is a break for Minor, because Clay Chalkville called timeout just before the Tigers got into the neutral zone. Timeouts are brought to you by Junk King. We invite you to take timeout to call Junk King today at 1-888-888-JUNK for all your junk removal needs. As they take a break, we'll take one as well. Glad you're with us here on My 68. Could not ask for a better night here at Minor High School in Adamsville. Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts, Doug Greengard with you for Friday Night Rivals here on My 68. Clay Chalkville trying to make the scoreboard look a little better in this one from the Cougars' perspective. Minor with a 20-0 lead, but 3rd and right at a yard upcoming for the Cougars. Miller on the handoff. Again, the first down picked up by Tony Gurley. And that'll put him inside the 5. It'll set up first and goal from there.
Rodriguez-Gurley will get the first down.
Good vision by Gurley there, cutting it to the backside.
First time we've seen the Cougars go fast tonight. They hurry up inside the 5. Back to Gurley again, bouncing it to the outside and bouncing it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Gurley kept his feet, got to the end zone, and the Cougars are on the board.
Same play 3 plays in a row. Results in a touchdown here. Doing a good job bouncing it to the outside. Just able to keep it footing, as you mentioned, Chris. But an impressive drive for Clay Chalkville, able to answer 3 unanswered scoring drives for Minor.
Extra point attempt from Drennan May here. Snap, spot, kick. They're all perfect. And the Cougars, an impressive drive to answer back. Down 20-0 after 1. They get on the board, Tyler Watts, to make it a 20-7 game.
And leaned on that offensive line, running the football between the tackles, pushing their way around, moving that line of scrimmage. Back to old-fashioned football. You take the speed equation out of it when you run right at a fast defense.
Clay Chalkville's won 4 consecutive meetings in this series. But Minor came in as the favored team and certainly looked like it after the first 12 minutes of play. Here's the first Central Alabama Honda Dealers scoring drive recap of the night for Clay Chalkville. An impressive 8-play, 57-yard drive. And Tyler, is the time off the clock almost as significant?
It definitely helps. It gives your sideline a little emotional boost as well to know that, hey, you can. These guys aren't invincible. They are. You can score on them.
The Pooch kick fielded at the 25-yard line. Breaking the first tackle on the play was Yul Gowdy, but he returns the McDonald's kickoff across the 30, and forward progress will give him about the 33. So once again, the tenacious Tigers with good starting field position. And Ja'Cory Jackson, you see, very impressive to say the very least. 9 of 11, 224 yards, a lot of yards after the catch from his wideouts and running backs catching it out of the backfield.
Hey, they all count, though.
Says the former quarterback. Swinging it out. Catch made, making a couple of people miss. That is Jalen Adams, who went the distance on a great throw and catch. And we referenced about a 84-yard play earlier. That's just an extended handoff, Tyler, and you see why they wanted it in the hands of number 2.
Yeah, really just a lateral as well, but able to get your speed out on the perimeter. That's where you want those fast guys, is in space, and it wears down that defensive front.
And it was almost intercepted by the Cougars, and if James Theus hangs on to it, it's a 20-13 ball game. Oh, Tyler Watts. Big break for the Tigers there.
It was. That ball kind of floated on Jackson. He'd like to have that one back.
Third and a yard. And Jackson keeps it himself and picks up big yardage to move the chains again for the tenacious Tigers.
And because of the production on first down, picking up 9 yards, you come back after that missed opportunity for Clay Chalkville. 3rd and 1, easily conversion there. Continues this drive.
Jackson takes a snap.
Jackson on play action, looks deep. He's got a man wide open, and it'll be another Minor touchdown. Delonte Evans on the receiving end of that throw, 53 yards. Play action has worked very, very effectively for George Bates' team tonight.
Yeah, here off the play action there, and great protection once again up front. No safety help in the middle. These are just matchups that are so hard to cover for 3 and 4 seconds.
Another, in fact, the 4th Vulcan Materials Company touchdown of the night for the Tigers. Now they'll go for 2 for the 4th time. They've missed twice. They've converted twice. 2 points once again, DeAndre Charleston. The Tigers get the offense clicking again and extend that lead over the Cougars to 21. UA Early College, our presenting sponsor for Friday Night Rivals, and our fan cam as well. They're tired over there with the Minor High School band. They've been up, performing, celebrating a lot tonight, Tyler Watson. What is a 28-7 lead here midway through quarter number 2.
Yeah, it's been after a slow, methodical first drive. The remaining 3 have been quick hitting over the top.
This play's been there a good bit tonight, hasn't it?
It has. It's just great protection up front. That defensive front does not have enough time to get to Jackson. And these are just mismatches on the outside at pretty much every position in favor of Minor.
That being said, they're not even close in coverage. There's nobody in the same.
The separation.
The camera shot.
Right. The separation is amazing, and it's won within the first 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. Makes it so easy for Jackson just to toss it up there. You don't have to be perfect with your pass.
The pooch kick, and it is going to be dropped, but falling on it is Minor. The beautiful pooch kick. That one went about 15 yards before it was dropped. Yep, they kicked it from the 40, did they not? They kicked it from the 40. Or are they going to say it didn't travel? No, that's Minor's football. Yeah, that was plenty long enough, wasn't it?
It's got to travel 10 yards before it's touched. So anything to the right of the 50.
Yeah, that's good by 5 yards.
Yeah.
And if this is a rule that Clay Chalkville will maintain possession.
So again, we couldn't see the bottom of the pile. Minor had it initially, but Clay Chalkville must have come up with it at the bottom of the pile.
No,
look, it's
we're
again,
for 2.
it's clear that Minor had the ball. Maybe we're interpreting the rule wrong in high school football as opposed to college.
Maybe
but
it has to hit the ground.
Maybe so, or maybe it has to travel 15. That's the first time I've heard it, if it is. But regardless, a break for Clay Chalkville as they rolled the dice perfectly there, and it looked like the Tigers had come up with it. You know, the rule was put in, I believe, that the ball has to hit the ground first, and that's why you see a lot of the kickers. I believe, Tyler, a few years ago, they changed it where you had to pop it off the ground. Regardless of how or why, Clay Chalkville has the ball, and they've got it now at the 40-yard line. Nick Jones with the AlabamaVotes.gov first down, picking up great yardage, and now the Cougars setting things up from the 40.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit of rhythm themselves. Pop it inside a couple times and then continue to go to the perimeter, but do it with movement in the pocket. It's not just a simple flare pass or anything. They are moving the pocket, getting Miller out of there, giving him the option to run or pass it.
So from the 40, 1st and 10 for Clay Chalkville, trying to get back in this one after catching a huge break. Miller's handoff, just nowhere to go at all for Nick Jones. Nothing but white hats with stripes there to greet him.
Number 96 on the tackle.
A lot of pressure once again from that backside. I believe it was number 96, Warren Lewis.
It was. We had to fight off a blocker and then stand up the runner. That's a heck of a play from the 6'1", 230-pound junior. 2nd and 10.
Miller takes a snap, hands it off to number 4. Number 4 is brought down.
Once again, the strength of that Minor defense. Cedric Cleveland able to knock Nick Jones to the turf when it looked like he was about ready to hit the afterburners and get to the edge.
That's what a defensive lineman's helmet's supposed to look like. Beat up.
So now 3rd and a dozen.
Miller takes a snap. He's looking
Miller
for an opening.
with plenty of time. Looking to throw, does throw. Collins with a catch. First down, Cougars, and that'll keep the drive alive. Big hit delivered to Miller, and I don't know if it was a late hit.
Well, I think it might have also been in the head. I'm surprised there's not a flag down right here. Watch the tail end. Great pass. That's, definitely helmet-to-helmet contact. Probably should have been a penalty.
No flag thrown, but the quarterback, Willie Miller.
What a gutsy play, though. He's rolling out. He realizes he can't pick up the first down himself. Nico Collins breaks off his route, works back to the outside, and just a confident throw here.
Take a look at the end of this again.
Yeah, that's kind of what the rule is for, to prevent that type of hit. And as cautious as officiating is in the high school level, it really is hard to believe that was not penalized. But it's a first down nonetheless for Clay Chalkville. Now,
here's Tyrese Sewell. Now he's a senior, 5'9", 158. As Sewell gets his first snaps of the night. They'll go on the handoff again to Jones, and he'll just kind of squirt his way up near the 21-yard line. You'll take that on on first down, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. Any positive yardage is good, especially down here in the red zone. You're in 4-down territory. You're going to have to just pound it up the middle.
And especially with your starting quarterback trying to clear the cobwebs right now.
Sewell takes a snap.
Sewell makes a man miss. Looking to run. And he is going to be knocked down, and the ball comes loose, and Minor has